Welcome to the AI Employee Kit walkthrough and installation training video. In this video, we're going to go through what comes with the AI Employee Kit download file. I'm going to show you how to customize the files. Then we're going to upload the files and create our AI copilot. As you see on the screen, I have the AI Employee Kit main download file. I'm going to go ahead and double click this to extract it. Once it's extracted, we're going to go ahead and open that folder. Then you will see four main things. The first file is the instructions. This is not for you. It's not those types of instructions. This is what you put inside the AI Copilot that kind of guides the AI Copilot in understanding how to operate. Then you have the brand files. This is what we're going to customize in a second to make sure that your AI Copilot understands who you are and knows the brand. Then there's core knowledge files, which basically is the rest of the meat and potatoes of the AI Employee Kit. The last thing you see is the task sheet legend, and this is just an overview you can use to see the shortcuts to activate different tasks. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our brand files. Once we have this folder open, you will see two main sheets: the brand identity worksheet and the brand information sheet. The brand identity worksheet is your pillar document that has the core brand information. We'll open it up and take a quick look. And as you see, this has the brand name, the owner, the year it was established, the website, and the core information about the entire brand. If you have all of this information, you can go ahead and put it in now. If you would like it to be detailed and expanded upon, you can go ahead and use Brandon Wright, which is the accompanying custom GPT that was created specifically to make this brand identity worksheet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head over to ChatGPT and open up Brandon Wright. Okay, I now have Brandon Wright, the brand identity coach, custom GPT on the left, and I have the brand identity worksheet on the right. For this example, I'm going to act as if I'm going to be making a cleaning company. The name of the company is King's Cleaning Services, and we're going to go through the brand identity worksheet real quick, and then we'll get back to installing and activating our AI Copilot. So what we're going to do is just click on Build My Brand Identity Worksheet, and then we're just going to follow the instructions that it gives us. During this process, I will be editing down to try to make sure that I keep this as short as possible. So for now, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tell it I am ready and filling out my info now. Now it's going to say we're ready. Before we move on to that first step, we're going to go ahead and fill this out. So now that we're done, we'll say yes. And I'm going to go ahead and come off of this. We'll copy it in, paste it in, and move forward. Now it's going to ask what kind of business you're building. So I'm going to say residential and commercial cleaning services. Now it's going to give you a write-up. You can use this write-up if you want to. If you need anything changed, edits made, you can go ahead and tell it what edits you want made, and it will go ahead and continue to go through until you're happy with the business idea. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm going to put this under the brand's description. Then I'm going to say next. And now it's just going to ask you a few questions to get some more information from you on why you started it and get the full story behind the brand. Once you have your answer, you're going to go ahead and send that in and move on to the next question. And then when you're happy with it, we're going to go ahead and highlight it, copy it, and then we'll bring it over into the brand identity worksheet and paste that in. If you want to continue with the questions, we can do that. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward and just say next step. Same thing as it hits these big write-ups. It will make suggestions, ask questions. By all means, go through, tweak it, and get it to where you want it. Once it's ready, we'll go ahead and copy that, and then we'll paste it into our brand identity worksheet. And we'll move on to the next step. And now we have our branded avatar write-up. We'll copy this, paste it in. Then we'll type next, Once you get your pain points overview, we're going to go ahead and copy that. We're going to paste it under the pain points. Then we're going to type in next and move forward with our USP. Once you're happy with your USP write-up, we'll paste that in here and move forward with our tagline and slogan. This one's going to work a little different for the tagline options. It's going to actually give you 25 different taglines to choose from instead of just having one write-up and fine-tuning it. When you find one you want to use, we'll copy it. We'll come into the tagline area of our brand identity worksheet, paste it in, and then we'll go ahead and paste it in to ChatGPT so ChatGPT knows that's what you're going to use. Then we're going to move forward with the mission statement. Once you have the mission statement the way you want it, you can go ahead and copy the mission statement and paste it into your brand identity worksheet. And now we'll type in next and move forward with the vision statement. Again, when you're happy, we'll copy the vision statement. We'll paste that into our brand identity worksheet. And then we'll move forward with core values. Now in the brand identity worksheet, where core values are, you see it says list 3. So we're going to go ahead and find 3 of these and we're going to paste them in right underneath the core values section in the brand identity worksheet. Now that I've pasted in the 3 core values, I'm going to go ahead and copy these 3 just so to make sure that ChatGPT knows what we chose. I'll paste those in, send that over, and then we're going to move on to the brand tone. In this step, it's going to give you 5 suggestions on what it believes you should use for your brand tone. I'm going to go ahead and use professional and trustworthy. So I'll copy that. I'll paste it into ChatGPT so they know our tone. And then I'll come in and paste it into our brand identity worksheet. Now we're going to move forward with the primary product or service. So I'm going to start by just typing in residential cleaning. I'll copy that and paste that in over here so we tell ChatGPT what it is, and it's going to go ahead and get started on writing the description. Once it's where you want it, we'll go ahead and copy the description, paste it in over here in the brand identity worksheet, and then we'll move on to the other services or products. I'm going to go ahead and put in commercial cleaning. Do the same thing as last time. We'll come over here and we'll put next in order to move on to the other services and products. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this and let it go ahead and write the write-up for the commercial cleaning services. Now we'll grab the copy. We'll come over here, paste this in here. Now we only have 2 more steps, so we'll go ahead and click next to move on to our primary call to action. I'm going to go ahead and choose book your cleaning today, and I'm going to copy that and come over here and paste it under the primary call to action. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here so ChatGPT knows our call to action, and we're going to move forward into our brand colors. Now it's asking, do you have a preference? I'll say blue. And now it's going to put together 5 different color palettes for you, and it will go through why each color was selected and why they think it's a good color palette for you. This isn't giving you the exact colors visually. So when you decide that you have one that you like, for instance, the Royal Trust palette, I'm going to go ahead and copy that name. I'm going to say, which palette would you like me to preview visually with a color palette image? I'll give it the name of the color palette I like and hit send. And now it's going to create an image with those colors in it of a swatch, so you can see all those colors visually and make an educated decision on if you want to use that color palette or not. Once it's finished creating the image and you like the color palette, what you're going to do is go through the different colors and type them in down here in your brand color section. And now that you have your brand colors brought into your brand identity worksheet, we have officially finished our brand identity worksheet. Now you need to make sure you save this in a location that's easy for you to find, in case if you need to update it or make changes along the way. Once you have that finished, we're then going to look at the brand information sheet. As you see with the brand information sheet, this is going to work more as a living document. You may want to come in and update this weekly or monthly with any updates to promotions, campaigns, upcoming events, and things to that nature. For now, to keep this simple, I'm going to go ahead and not fill anything out on this. We'll close that out. And now we have the files needed to go ahead and install our AI employee kit and start creating our AI copilot. So what we need to do is open ChatGPT. So in order to get started creating our AI copilot, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to projects and we're going to click on new project. Then we're going to name the project, and I'm going to go ahead and just name this the business name. So I have the business name in for the project name, King's Cleaning Services. We'll click create project. And now we have the project here. All we have to do is give the information to it so it knows what it's doing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on add instructions. Then inside of our AI employee kit, we'll go ahead and open the text instructions. We'll copy all of this. Then inside of the instructions inside of our project, we'll go ahead and paste those instructions in and click on save. Then we need to go ahead and click add files. We'll click add files again. And then we're going to get started by uploading our brand identity worksheet and our brand information sheet. So we'll select those two and we'll click on open. While those upload, we'll click add files one more time and we'll come to the core knowledge files and we're going to upload all of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold shift and make sure we get all of these selected, or you can easily just drag up and highlight them all. Then we're going to click open. And now that everything has been uploaded, we're going to close this out, and officially congratulations, you now have an AI copilot. And as long as you're inside of this project that you can get to from just coming over to the sidebar and click on the project that you just created, any chat that you put in here will automatically have all of your brand information. It will automatically know everything about your business. And with the structured prompt sheets that are inside of the knowledge, it delivers quality content and outputs every time. Follow along in the next video as we use our AI copilot to help write content. We'll use the bonus easy website template that you get, and we'll build out our brand. As always, be great, stay boosted, and I'll see you at the top.